Hello, I'm Ralph Meranto, the Artistic Director of JCC CENTERSTAGE. Welcome to my virtual press conference. For those of you not familiar with JCC CENTERSTAGE, we are the theater at the Jewish Community Center of Greater Rochester. We use the finest local professional actors, directors, and designers to present a season of 5 shows. And this year's season is fantastic. We're following in the tradition of the last few years where we've been working with new plays, new playwrights, and presenting some really interesting works that you've probably never seen before. Plays like Handle with Care. We were only the 3rd theater in the country to present that play. It just went on to a great run off Broadway and rave reviews in the New York Times. The musical My Mother's Lesbian Jewish Wiccan Wedding. We were the first theater in the US to bring that show in from Canada, worked with the writers to develop the American version. Now, it's performed in colleges and regional theaters throughout the country. Our first show of the season is Bad Jews. I saw it in New York in its off-Broadway run, and then last year it had a great run off-Broadway. It is fantastic. It is the story of 3 cousins trapped in a small apartment fighting over a family heirloom. It's a dark comedy, and I think it's really going to be perfect to kick off our season in October. Next up, Naked in Encino. This is a world premiere comedy by Wendy Kout. Wendy will actually be in Rochester working with the director and the actors on this world premiere piece. It's a very funny, laugh-out-loud comedy about 5 women from very different backgrounds who get together for a self-help seminar. So Wendy is a well-known writer for television and movies, and we could not be more thrilled to have her in residence here for the world premiere of this great new comedy. In February, we will continue with the 12th year of our beloved American Songbook series. So for the last 12 years, we have presented the works of great Jewish American composers in a musical review format. Sometimes we work a story into it, sometimes we don't. I can't tell you exactly what the theme of this year is going to be, but I can tell you we are following in the tradition of the song story. So we'll be taking songs you know and love and putting them together in an all-new story. Our next new work is Our Suburb. Our Suburb is our town, only wilder. Playwright Darrah had the world premiere of this piece in DC last year. I love this play, and we could not be more thrilled to do the 2nd production in the US of Our Suburb. It takes Thornton Wilder's classic Our Town, but brings it to a more modern, updated place. Our season closes with the Stephen Sondheim masterpiece, Into the Woods. Now, they're in the process of making the movie version right now with Johnny Depp and Meryl Streep, but Into the Woods is meant to be seen on the stage. You take Cinderella, you take Red Riding Hood, you take Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk, Rapunzel, throw in a witch, a giant, into one epic adventure, and you've got Into the Woods. It's not a kid's show, although it is family friendly. Wishes will be granted, but happily ever after is not exactly the final word of this story. Now see, I've made it very easy for you. I didn't have an event where you had to drive across town and come and listen to me talk about our upcoming season. If you've got questions, like any other press conference, you can ask them. Just tweet them or post them here on Facebook, and I'll answer all of your questions.